Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in for the first of 3 contest winner videos. Now, I had this contest for my 50K makeover giveaway, and it's basically, I reached 50,000 subscribers recently, and I wanted to do something that could sort of give back to those people who've been loyally watching my videos for so long. So I had a contest, had people enter their pictures, and also sort of the reasons why they believe they need a makeover. And so for some people it was a specific occasion, for other people, you know, they just wanted a new look overall. And I have 3 winners, so this is the first of 3 videos, and this winner is Kirsten. She's 26 years old, and kind of the premise behind her contest entry was that her husband is a Marine, and he is very soon going to be coming home from Afghanistan. And when they are reunited for the first time in a long time, she wants a look that's really going to wow him and really look great. She says she typically has her makeup pretty natural, but she wanted to spice it up for this look. Her skin is normal, but can be breakout prone. She usually has fair skin, but she does live in Hawaii, so I don't know, maybe that changes from time to time being out in the sunshine and stuff. But for this look, a couple of keys that you're going to notice is that this look is going to go from start to finish, so from foundation all the way through the eye makeup and everything. All of the products that I use are going to be sent to Kirsten in a prize package, and that includes the brushes that I use as well. So it's going to be really awesome. She's going to be able to recreate this look. I really wanted to put some emphasis on the eyes, so we've got a look that you know, is a semi, I don't know, maybe a little more dramatic than she's used to. I think it's really going to be you know, emphasis on the eyes, but these lips really brighten up the face as well. So I'm going to take you through all the steps to get this look. Kirsten, I hope it works out for you, and I hope you like it. Recommend just a light moisturizer, and then I'm going to be using Revlon Photo Ready makeup. I really want to create a radiant look for her. I think her face will pull off that glow very nicely, so I'm just going to use a couple of pumps of this, and with my fingertips just kind of dot it around on my face and blend it all in. This foundation does give you a slightly luminous look, but something I like to do with this, which I'll show you in a second, is sort of apply a matte powder over the T-zone area. It really keeps you looking shine-free, but you still get the benefits of, you know, this foundation making you look really radiant. I'm paying special attention to my under eye area, though Kirsten doesn't seem to have a big issue with dark circles or anything like that. This foundation blends really easily, so I don't think you're going to have a hard time really making this work and getting that smooth, even finish. Now, I don't see under eye circles, as I said, as a very big issue for Kirsten, but you know, sometimes you do have the need for a concealer elsewhere on your face. I'm using the Maybelline Dream Mousse Concealer. I think it's really good for matte coverage, and it's rather pigmented. It's a little more pigmented than, say, you know, the regular Maybelline Dream Mousse foundation. So it's very good just to target those certain areas. Maybe it's around your nose, you know, or just any problem spots. This is a really good concealer for that. Now we do want to make sure that certain areas of our face don't start to get too shiny, because as I said, this is a somewhat luminous foundation. It looks good on clear skin, which Kirsten has really good clear skin, so I think this is going to work well. But still, I think we want to make sure certain areas remain matte. And a really good powder for that is the e.l.f. Translucent Mattifying Powder. It's from the Studio line, so it's really affordable, but it works really, really well. And so this basically is a powder that's going to work on any skin tone. It's just one color. I'm going to use my Sigma SS150 brush for this and just sweep this down on my nose, my chin, and my forehead area, and also a little bit under my eyes. This is a really light powder, but you know, it's going to also keep any fine lines from being highlighted as your foundation wears on if it settles into any particular areas. So yeah, just to basically grab your brush and put that on generously wherever you need it. It's not going to show up cakey at all. Now, in a couple of the pictures, Kirsten appears to have very fair skin, so while I do want to recommend a bronzer, I don't want it to be anything that's going to make her complexion look dirty or dingy or anything like that. So one of my favorites, and one of many of your favorites as well, is the NYC Smooth Skin bronzer here in Sunny. Really works well to maintain and you know, a matte finish in certain areas, but also it just, I mean, it's just the perfect shade, especially if you do have fair skin. So again, with my big brush from Sigma here, the SS150, I'm just getting some of that on there and concentrate it kind of on your temples. Here, think about where the sun would naturally hit you, and that's going to be your cue for where to put it. So I'm really trying to get it in on the hairline here for a good blend. Come around the face, and we're going to work it into the, just under the cheekbone. I like to turn my head, go like that, and then you can see where that area is. And then go just under the jawline. It's going to give you a slimmed look to the face as well. So right in here. And right in under the jaw. You hear a lot of people talk about that, making that 3 like that, starting here, here, and here. So that really is a good rule of thumb when you're thinking about where do I contour, what does that mean? So this is a really good way to learn about that and to try that on yourself. Now on to another classic product that I love so much for contouring and for blush. I really love that I'm getting to not only, you know, recommend some products for particular people, but they do turn out to be products that are some of my ultimate favorites. And it's the Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder from e.l.f., another studio line product. As you can see, I've used it a lot, especially the bronzer. And this is something that I'm going to recommend that Kirsten uses in a very, very light way. She doesn't want, this is a somewhat darker bronzer than the NYC Sunny is, but it really is perfect for contouring. So use your SS168 brush, an angled blush brush here, and just tap it into that color, just like that. And then we're going to once again suck in our cheeks, and we're really going to get some defined cheekbones. She's got a really good, you know, facial structure, and I think this is going to really play up her natural features. So go like this. And kind of start right back up in here and go down here and buff out in some circular motions around that, and you are going to get a perfect blend there. And then we want to bring back that glow to the cheeks. Really great product to do that with is this blush that's right alongside the bronzer here. It's peachy. It has a little bit of golden sparkle. I think it's going to look great on her skin tone, especially because this blush is not too dark. It's really just a great tone. So I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the contour. I'm going to tap it into that blush. Smile, and we're going for a placement that is not too close to our nose. Think of what we don't want around our nose. That's redness, so we want to keep it kind of right out here. And it's going to give you just a gorgeous glow. And this blush is so neutral and so fresh. I wouldn't necessarily want to put a highlighter over this just because, as you can see here, it does have quite a bit of sparkle to it. So we're going to go with that as is, and this is our nice flawless complexion. For the eyes, the first thing I did is I took my Palladio Herbal Eyeshadow Primer. This is a really, really good eyeshadow primer, and I put it all over my lid, kind of up into the crease, and then just faded whatever else was left right up to the brow bone. And I'm going to take perhaps one of my favorite all-time eyeshadow sets, which is the CoverGirl Drama Eyes Kit. I thought this was something that Kirsten could wear in a variety of different ways, but for this special night, I wanted to give it a sort of a dramatic flair, maybe something that maybe she's not quite used to doing all the time. So first things first, I'm going to take my Sigma SS239 brush, just kind of a traditional eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go to the silver in this kit. Pick up some of that color on your brush, and then kind of look down into a mirror and pat that shade, that pretty silver, all over your lid. Take the angled brush in the Sigma set. It's the SS275. Looks like this. And I'm going to get some of the charcoal black color in this kit. Get some on there, tap off the excess, and sort of use this smallish brush to just dust a little bit of that over the outer part of the lid there, just to get a little bit darker color. And then you can run that right into the crease and kind of use the brush. See how I'm putting the angled part right in there? And you can kind of start to blend that in. So get a little more on the brush and then kind of go right here, and you're going to get the perfect placement of that color there in the crease. Now to add just a little more intensity with that black, I'm taking my pencil brush, a Sigma SS219. It's very small and skinny there, and kind of a stiff brush, so it's really going to pack on the color. And I want to, right on this outer corner, get even more color, even more dark color, and with Kirsten's eyes, she's got gorgeous eyes, and they kind of have this shape where they kind of go flat across the bottom, and then the eye goes like this. So towards the outside, instead of being an eye that kind of slants up and gives kind of a lifted look, it comes back down. So what we're trying to do is create sort of that lifted effect just by bringing our shadow up, and I'm creating a classic outer V with this look. If you've wondered about the outer V and kind of been confused by that, that's what I'm doing here. I'm playing off the outer corner of the eye, and see how my eye does that as well. It's going from here to here, and so we want to make that look a little more lifted, so I'm bringing it up just like that. Then I'm going to take a fluffier brush in the Sigma kit, SS224, and run right over the outer edge of that to soften it up. Okay, looks great. And then we're going to take just a really gorgeous, unique shade in this kit. It's like a shimmery burgundy. Use that SS224 brush again, get a little bit of that color on there, and run it along the border of that black look. And look what you've got there. You've warmed it up, you've made it seem a little more unique. It's not like in your face red by any means, but it just warms it up. Okay, and then for our highlight here, we're going to use this same fluffy brush, go to the white in this kit, get a little bit on there, and go right under the eyebrow. I really think that Kirsten has, looking back at her picture, I think she does have the space in her eye area to pull off, you know, this kind of range of shades and this sort of layering here. But even, you know, if you do this to a lesser extent on yourself, it's going to really give you a lifted look to the eye area, and I think it's kind of a more exotic look. It's just really going to be eye-catching, I believe. So now that we've finished the shadow part there on the lids, we're going to do some liner. I'm going to use a pen form liquid liner, the LA Girl Fineline Revlon Color Stay liquid liner pen would be great here as well, because you have a lot of control with this product. So I'm going to look down into a mirror, and I'm going to start at the very, very inner corner right here, and I'm just going to draw that all the way across my lash line, staying very, very close to my eyelashes. As we get to the outside, we're not going to do a huge winged out cat eye look, but we are going to thicken the line a little bit, and instead of following where our eye goes down, we're going to go kind of a little more straight out and then connect it. Just go as far out as you're comfortable with. If you want to take this further, you can, but that's all the further I'm going out with this. And then it's just a matter of filling it right in. Now that you've done that upper liner, it never hurts to go back and kind of reevaluate where the placement of that is, and if you want to play off of that to go a little bit darker up here, you can. You don't have to, but it just kind of, just to keep everything in line, you know, you may want to readjust that outer V a little bit. And then for the lower lash line, I'm just going to use a really, really pigmented, rich pencil. It's the L'Oreal Extra Intense Liquid Pencil Eyeliner, so it's really, really soft and creamy. And I'm going to just connect that to the outer edge of what we did on the upper lash line, and just pull it in here just slightly on the lower lash line. Then just take a Q-tip or any other smudging tool, and you can soften that up a little bit there. And then I'm going to take my angle liner brush from the Sigma set. It's the SS266, fantastic liner brush. Going into my dark shadow shade and topping that off right there. And then just using basically the eyeshadow powder to go in the rest of the way here. Just getting right up in that lash line. And this is a great way if you don't, you know, typically go all the way around your eye with liner. This is a softer way to do it. It doesn't come off as looking, you know, very harsh, but it does really draw the attention to the eyes, and that's kind of what I want to do with this look. Then I want to go over what I just did there with the 219 brush, just to kind of smudge out that powder. Powder smudges very, very easily, so we just run over that and make it look even just a little more smoky. Next, I'm going to curl my lashes and apply a couple coats of the CoverGirl Lash Blast Mascara. I'm not quite sure. It's hard for me to tell by the picture just how thick her lashes are. I have the feeling that they're decently thick, and this is going to really define them. And also, even if you don't get the waterproof version of this, I find that it really does not smudge. And there may be some tears, you know, she hasn't seen her husband in a long time, so I want to make sure that this mascara will wear well for her. So that's kind of came into my choice for using Lash Blast for this. Alright guys, here is the finished look. As you can see, I got that CoverGirl Lash Blast there on my top and bottom lashes. Just a light coat on the bottom lashes. It's not really a mascara that's prone to smudging, but just to be safe, I only put a little bit on there. Then on the lips, I'm trying to keep in mind that, okay, Kirsten is seeing her husband for the first time in a long time. There's likely going to be lots of hugs and kisses when they are reunited, so you want a long-lasting lip color. So what I did, I chose to use the CoverGirl Outlast number 415. It's sort of a pinky berry lip stain, and so lip stains last a really long time and they feel completely weightless on your lips. So you put them on there, it's like a marker, and you just draw it on, and so you can be very precise with that as well, but it's like the natural texture of your lip shows through it, so it looks very natural. But I did want to kind of top that off with something, and if this gloss wears off, you know, that's okay. This is still going to show through underneath, but I really wanted to give it kind of a little bit of pop, a little shine, at least at the onset of this look. So it's the e.l.f. Super Glossy Lip Shine SPF 15 in Mauve Luxe, one of my favorite shades of the lip shine, because it is kind of a reddish mauve. It has a little bit of sparkle, and it just looks gorgeous over this particular lip stain there. So, and I think it really makes your teeth look whiter, and it just makes the whole face pop. So, Kirsten, I hope you have a wonderful homecoming with your husband who is coming home from Afghanistan soon. I wish you both the best, and I hope that this look works out for you, and I will get the products I used, including the brushes, out to you in a gift package very, very soon. Thank you so much for entering this contest, and thanks to everyone who tuned in. Bye, guys.